What up YouTube? Welcome back to another Division 2 video, and it's Tuesday, so I'm gonna show you Defender Reset today. Thanks for clicking my content, really appreciate you joining me, and if you like my content and want to help the channel out, because that's how YouTube works, smash that like button, and of course hit that subscribe button with that little notification bell next to it to keep informed whenever I upload new videos. But are you ready? Let's go! And there we are at the White House. The first vendor of this week, the Emmeline's Guard, is for sale here with perfect preservation on there, of course, because it's the named SMG. 10.8% SMG damage, 16% critical hit chance, and 9% headshot damage. Over to the tactical SBR 9mm. Steady-handed on there, could be decent, but I'm not loving the swap speed on there. The rest is 11.7% SMG and 16% critical hit chance. Over to the PDR, 11.2% assault rifle, 14.5% health, 9% reload and ignited on there. Not loving the combo of ignited and reload speed on there, but if you want to pick it up, roll that reload speed away and optimize the rest. X45, handgun, you know the drill, go for the open world. Backpack from 511, not loving the brand set, and it's fully blue. Don't pick this up, please leave it here. Petrov defense with 14.1% weapon damage already on there, 6.7% headshot, and 6.6% explosive resistance and overwatch. If you want to go for this, then roll that explosive resistance away for something you think is necessary. Over to the 4.3% critical hit chance, 6.4% duration for your drone, the 4.2% burn damage for your turret, and the 5% blast radius for your sticky launcher. But let's head over to the clan and see what they sell us this week. And there we are at the clan vendor, the Mozambique special, the named pistol is for sale with perfect breadbasket on there. If you want to pick this up, then roll that pistol damage to that max cap and optimize the last 2% damage you target out of cover. You have a maxed out Mozambique special. Over to the holster from Aces of Eights with 10.2% weapon damage and 17.6% repair skills. Please leave it here. You do not want repair skills on there, and the 10.2% weapon damage is too low. Over to the True Patriot gloves, 6% weapon handling and 132.7k armor. Could be a decent buy because the armor is pretty decent, and then roll the weapon handling away for whatever you think is necessary. Backpack from True Patriot with 137k armor on there and 8.1% explosive resistance. Roll the explosive resistance away for whatever you think is necessary if you want to pick this up. Over to the SR1. Too low in rolls if you ask me. I'm not loving accuracy on there. 11.8% marksman rifle, 96% headshot, and then a 10.2% accuracy. Over to the military M870, shotgun damage 12.2%, 9% damage to armor and 9% headshot damage, and future perfect on there. Not loving the headshot damage, but if you want to pick it up, roll that away. Backpack from Petrov with headshot damage and some armor regen over that 4k, so that's pretty decent, and creeping death on there. 11.7% weapon damage is too low for me, so I'm leaving it here. Knee pads from Alps with health and weapon handling on there, no thank you. G36 enhanced, not great if you ask me. Not loving the steady handed in combo with the swap speed. Over to the Badger Tough with explosive resistance and headshot damage. Could be something, but the armor is a little bit on the lower side. Almost 130k, and you do not want that explosive resistance on there. Then over to the Emperor's Backpack, headshot damage and maxed out weapon handling and composure. Not loving the combo, especially not on the Empress. Over to the 10.4% critical hit damage mod. Pretty decent one, you can pick it up if you're still looking for it. Then over to the 6.6% cone size for your pulse. The 6.2 radius for your cam launcher. And the 4.5% damage for your mines. Let's head over to the theater and see what they sell us this week. And there we are at the theater. The Baker's Dozen is for sale. The named M1A, of course, with perfect lucky shot on there, but the rest is just trash. You do not want that stability on there, and only 8.9% rifle damage. Tactical Super 90 could be a better one as well. Critical hit damage already on there with steady handed, not loving that combo. M16A2, Sadist and Rate of Fire, and too low of rifle damage, only 8.9%. Gloves of GOOO with 14% weapon damage already on there, 3.7% critical hit chance, so you can roll that hazard protection away, or if you want to keep that 7.6% hazard protection, roll that critical hit chance to something else, and you have pretty decent gloves from GOOO. Over to the knee pads from Badgertoff, 128k armor with 4k armor regeneration, so you can roll the repair skills away for whatever you think is necessary. Over to the mods, 8.5% disorient resistance, that 4.3% damage for your mines, the 4.2% deflector damage for your shield, the 6% blind effect duration for your firefly, and the 5.5% health for your decoy. Let's head over to the campus. And there we are at the campus. Ikim's long stick is for sale here with maxed out damage to armor, and of course perfect range on there because it's the named rifle, but the rest is just trash. Only 80% headshot and 8.2% marksman rifle damage. Over to the SOCOM MK20. First blood on there and magazine size, not loving that combo. Classic RPK preservation on there, and the rest is decent but too low in my opinion, please leave it here. Mask from Araldi with 11% weapon damage, 4.6% critical hit chance already on there, so you can roll that armor regeneration for something else. Over to the Golan holster, explosive resistance and status effect on there. Status effect could be decent, but the armor is too low to keep it on there because you do not want that explosive resistance on there, so please leave it here. Over to the mods, 8.5% skill duration, 1 extra ammo for your cam launcher, the 4 extra repair charges for your hive, pretty decent, 4.8% skill haste for your pulse, and a 6.1 duration for your shock traps. Let's head over to the DZs. And there we are, DZE's Commando is for sale, of course, the named marksman rifle with perfectly naked on there, and you could definitely pick it up if you roll that attribute away, that accuracy for whatever you think is necessary, and optimize that last 2.8% marksman rifle. You almost have a god roll commando. Tactical 308, close and personal on there, and critical hit chance. Not loving the close and personal on there. It's a freaking marksman rifle, don't pick it up, especially not for that 101 DZ creds. Military L86, unhinged on there, magazine size, and the rest is too low to be honest. Unhinged could be nice, then roll that magazine size away, but the LMG damage is only 10%. Mask from Aces of Eights with 10.5% weapon damage and 8.1% status effect. Leave it here, you do not want that status effect on there. Over to the True Patriot with 4k armor regeneration already on the holster, so you can roll the armor to that max cap of 170 and only optimize the armor regeneration. Could be a decent buy if you're still looking for a holster from True Patriot. Mask from Golan Gear, too low in armor, skill haste and health on there, no thank you. Holster from Sokolov with critical hit chance already on there, some status effect, and 11.4% weapon damage. Could be decent but too low to buy at the DZs in my opinion. Just like the mods, please leave them here guys, too expensive. Go for the open world or even go for the summit. Over to our next DZ. And there we are, DZ South, the door kickers knock, the named GOOO vest with perfect spark is for sale here, with explosive resistance, 9.9% critical hit damage and 11% weapon damage. Not a great buy, but if you're still looking for it, roll that explosive resistance away for whatever you think is necessary. MP5A2 preservation on there, and the rest is just trash. Swap speed and 8% SMG damage. F2000 with preservation on there as well, and magazine size, and again too low in core attributes to buy. The D50, not a fan of the D50, but if you're still looking for it, you wanna craft your liberty or whatever, take it to the DZ South, you can pick it up. Hunter's Fury backpack with skill damage on there, too low of weapon damage to buy, please leave it here. Depth of the Spear, 8% weapon handling and only 6.7% weapon damage, and I do not like that weapon handling on there. Please leave it here. Backpack from Alps with explosive resistance, armor regeneration and leadership. I'm not looking for this combo on an Alps backpack. Over to the Yawl vest, headshot damage, health, braced and only 103k armor. Not worth your buy. Just like the mods, like you know. Please leave him here, too expensive to buy. Go for the open world or go for the summit. Over to our last DZ. And for our last DZ, DZ West, the firm handshake for sale here. Of course with that 15% status effect, the named Sokolov gloves. Already 4.2% critical hit chance on there. So you can roll the weapon damage to that max cap and optimize the last 1.8% critical hit chance if you're still looking for it. Tactical Super 90, too low to buy in my opinion, has the decent rolls but it's gonna set you back. 6716 Optimus, critical hit chance, and the rest is too low again, please leave it here. Eclipse Protocol, you know the drill, craft it, it has a skill tier, you will always have it. God roll, over to the knee pads of Tip of the Spear, explosive resistance on there and only 11.2% weapon damage, do not pick this up. Murakami gloves with 8% status effect and 8.6% hazard protection. Could be something, but I'm not looking for the status effect and or hazard protection on the Murakami. Knee pads from Petrov, rainbow roll and not the good one. Please leave it here. Just like the mods, you know my opinion. Too expensive. Go for the open world, go for the open world vendors or even for the summit. Let's head over to our last two vendors in New York. And then we are at the first vendor in New York. MP5A2 is for sale here, but please leave it here, too low in rolls. Military ARPK, breadbasket and headshot damage on there. I don't know if you like this combination, but breadbasket could be decent. Then roll the LMG damage to that max cap and optimize the rest. Over to the MACQB, in sync already on there, 14.2% rifle damage could be very nice, so you can roll the magazine size away for whatever you think is necessary. PX4 Storm, handgun, go for the open world. Backpack of Providence, too low to buy in my opinion, and you do not want that skill damage and or calculated on there. Gloves from Alps, 9.7% headshot damage, almost maxed out, and the arm regeneration, but this rainbow roll you do not want, to be honest. Over to the mask of Sokolov, too low to buy, not loving the status effect and or weapon handling on there. Over to the mods, 8.4% skill duration, 8.5% disorient resistance, the 2 extra bombs for your drone could be a decent buy if you're still looking for it. 5.7% skill haste for your Firefly and the 4% burn duration for your sticky payload. And let's head over to the last vendor of today. And there we are, last vendor of today. The enhanced PP90 is for sale but too low to buy, not loving the headshot damage in combo with Vindictive. Over to the M249B, too low as well, not loving close and personal and or accuracy, and look at those rolls, nan, please leave it here. Military M870, same, not loving this shotgun to be honest, and Sadist with magazine size, no thank you. X45 pistol, go for the open world. Vest of Overlord with weapon handling, critical hit chance and empathic resolve on there. Not loving the combo to be honest, so I will leave it here. Over to the gloves of Empress with hazard protection and repair skills on there. Would love to see something else as the hazard protection and or skill repair, so please leave it here. Empress holster with 10% critical hit damage and 15.4% repair skills. Could be something for your skill damage build, then roll the repair skills away for some skill damage and have a pretty decent holster. Over to the last mods, 10.1% skill haste, 4.7% critical hit chance, the 4.1% burn damage for your turret, the 6.3% cone size for your pulse, and at last the 6.4% damage for your sticky payload. But yeah guys, that's pretty much it for today. Not a great week to be honest with you. Hopefully tomorrow Cassie Mendoza will be better. Of course I'm gonna show you to close this vendor reset down. And I'm gonna see if I can stream a little bit more. I streamed Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart the last few days, had a lot of fun. So I'm doubting to jump back into the Division and just help some people out or go for some new builds. But for today, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to smash that like button and hit that subscribers button. And of course the notification bell. PurePrime out!